Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about selection rules for rotational transitions. In the previous video we derived an expression for rotational energy and we discussed about the allowed energy levels. Here we are moving to the selection rules for the rotational spectra. So basically in our introduction video of rotational spectroscopy we studied the necessity for having a molecule which have a permanent dipole moment while dealing with rotational spectroscopy. So that itself is the rigorous selection rule for rotational spectra, that a molecule must have a permanent dipole moment. So the only those molecules which have permanent dipole moment will be able to absorb or emit radiations and make transition between the levels, between the energy levels. Regarding the energy levels, we have discussed in the molecular energy level diagram, where these smaller lines are the rotational energy levels. For transition from any of these rotational levels, the molecule must be able to absorb or emit radiation, and for that the molecule should have a permanent dipole moment. So that is considered to be the essential condition for a molecule to undergo rotational transition by absorbing microwave radiation which have a particular frequency and thereby it to yield our spectrum. So that is our first selection rule. It should have a permanent dipole moment. Then, so not every molecule which have a permanent dipole moment will be able to give the rotational transition. So there comes the importance of quantum mechanics. So according to quantum mechanics principle, like quantization of energy and all, the selection rule for this rotational transition between energy levels is that only those rotational transitions in which our rotational quantum number, that is the second one, the rotational quantum number J changes by 1 unit. J should change by J changes by 1 unit. Only those kind of transitions are known as allowed transition, and rest everything are forbidden. So we can write this statement in a mathematical form, that delta J means change in the rotational number. It can be represented by plus or minus 1. So this is the quantum mechanical selection rule for our rotational transition or rotational spectroscopy. So now here we have a plus sign and a minus sign. So we know basically our rotational transitions are dealing with absorption of energy, or it is basically absorption spectra, and mainly we are not considering the emission spectra of rotational transition. So we can write delta J is equal to plus 1. And what is this plus and minus means? This plus denote the upward transition by absorption of energy. That means in the molecular energy level diagram we are having many small lines. So that means rotational lines. If initially the molecule is in this state and if it is absorbing radiation and it is undergoing a transition towards any other upper levels, so that means the molecule we are considering have absorbed some radiation. So that kind of upward transition is represented by the plus sign, and the minus sign in the selection rule is denoting the downward transition by emitting the energy. So I would like to stress a point, like rotational spectroscopy is basically, or normally it is dealing with the absorption spectra of molecule. That's why in the selection rule, we have changed this delta J is equal to plus or minus 1 with delta J is equal to plus 1. In the last video where we calculated the energy of rotational, where we calculated an expression for rotational energy, I have introduced a new term that is the rotational term. Rotational term, which is represented by a special case EJ. This rotational term, it can be, this is equivalent to Bj into J plus 1 and its unit is centimeter inverse. And while discussing this derivation, we have noted that wave number, that is mu bar, of suppose if a transition is taking place from ground state J0 to J plus 1, like let it be in the general format itself. If it is in the 0th state, it is going to first state, or generally we can represent from a lower state it is moving to higher state, which is allowed by the quantum mechanical selection rule, like it is going to the first higher state. So the wave number corresponding to this kind of radiant transition between the adjacent level, if a molecule is on jth level, the molecule after absorbing the microwave radiation is getting shifted to the first excited state. So the wave number can be represented with this rotational term like Ej plus 1 minus of Ej. That means Ej plus 1 means instead of this J, you have to give J plus 1. So our equation, this mu bar of J to J plus 1 will be B of this J, we have to represent by J plus 1. So here also J plus 1, and here J is getting converted to J plus 1. So J plus 1 plus 1, that will become J plus 2 minus Ej. Ej means the same thing, that is Bj of J plus 1. So upon simplifying, you will be getting B of J plus 1, J plus 2 minus J, because you are having a common term J plus 1 and you took it outside, so your expression will be like this. And now what you are going to do is basically opening the bracket, so you will be getting 2b of J plus 1 centimeter inverse. This is our starting, this is an important equation, let's put a star mark over it. So from this expression you will be able to understand if a transition of molecule from J is equal to 0th state, like the ground state, if it is moving to the first excited state according to the definition of, or according to the selection rule, if it is moving from, even the wave number we can express like that, if mu bar is moving from 0 to 1, you will be having 2b according to this one. According to this one, if you are keeping J is equal to 0 over here, this whole term, this 0 plus 1, that is 1 itself, so 2b into 1, that is 2b. So 0 to 1 transition means it will be like this. Then we can say mu bar of 1 to 2 will be 4b, and mu bar of 2 to 3 is 6b, and so on. So when you are calculating, when you are keeping different values for this rotational quantum number, you will be getting corresponding values of mu bar. So from this we can say that our rotational spectra of a rigid diatomic molecule will be having a series of equispaced lines which will be having a length of delta mu bar is equal to 2b centimeter inverse. This is a point which you have to note. From the whole derivation, and from this whole derivation what you concluded is you will be getting an equispaced lines of 2b. This is what you are getting here. But this is not the actual case. You won't be getting an equispaced lines. So in this diagram, I have written this two diagrams. You will be able to understand here. I have written drawn the allowed rotational energy levels of a rigid atomic molecule, and here the allowed transitions between the rotational levels of a rigid atomic molecule and the position of the lines in the spectrum arising from the allowed transition. Like from ground state to 1, you will be getting 2b. The same thing which we have derived in this, I have drawn in the system in a schematic representation I have given here. So from all this, we'll be getting an equispaced line. So that is not the actual or correct scenario. In actually, you will not be getting an equispaced line, and depending on that, my next video will be there, which will be discussing regarding the intensities of spectral lines. Thank you.